welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be once again my weekly makeup bag, and before I'll get right into this video, I would like to ask you if you could subscribe, like the video, comment, do all of the jazz and activity that every YouTuber asks you to do on their channel. I know it's quite repetitive, annoying to hear everybody say the same thing, but it seems like you guys don't get all the way to the end of my video, so when I do say these things in the end of my video, no one is actually listening to them. But yeah, I've asked you, it's up to you to do something. If you like my content, you know what to do. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing, obviously, is updating you on last week's makeup bag and whether there are any products that stood out in that makeup bag. And the first thing that I want to mention is the I Heart Makeup Chocolate and Peaches palette that I mentioned that I'm going to be using this week, or the previous week. And I have decided, it's okay palette for the price. You can make it work, you can definitely make looks with it, and they definitely last throughout the entire day. But I do not think it is anywhere near being a dupe to the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. This was advertised, well, not advertised by the company but by beauty people, that this is like, oh my god, this is the dupe for the Sweet Peach palette. It's not. I have the Sweet Peach palette and I have used the Sweet Peach palette millions of times. I have used this several times throughout the week and I just don't think it's the dupe. So I've been disappointed in the sense that it's not a dupe, but still it's okay palette for normal looks. On the positive note, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation is absolutely amazing. I have combination skin, so when I'm applying my makeup it's dry, but throughout the day it gets really oily. When I apply this with a damp beauty blender or like a Real Technique sponge, then it doesn't cling onto my dry patches or anything. And I don't know why, but I just kind of love the finish of this foundation. I love how it performs throughout the day and how it lasts throughout the day. And it's really quickly becoming one of those foundations that I'm going to rely on when I'm going somewhere where I want to look good. Now, the rest of the products that I want to mention are a bit of a disappointing product, or products that I just realised that do not work. First one is the Sleek Dip It eyeliner in black. This tugs on your eyelid, so when you're trying to make a nice, clean, sharp line or something, it just kind of like drags your eyelid, making like bumps with your line instead of making it nice and sharp. So I wouldn't recommend this eyeliner. I tried to give another shot to the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Volume Express mascara, but I just do not like it. Doesn't do much for my lashes, and it actually clumps my lashes. And the mascara also transfers, despite the fact that it's waterproof, it transfers on the bottom of my lashes, so I wouldn't recommend this. Now, the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, I just do not see what the hype is about. I don't like this spray. I mean, it's not that I don't like it, it gets the job done, but it doesn't prolong my makeup. It doesn't make my makeup last any longer than any of my other cheaper setting sprays. And I don't know, I don't think it's actually worth buying a full size with the full price, so I wouldn't recommend that. And the last product from last week is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. Once again, I've been trying to use this glow kit, I just don't like it. It has glitters in it, and despite everyone saying that it doesn't, it has glitters in it. And that just emphasises my texture, and I have so many better highlighters in my collection that are so much cheaper as well, so massive pass on this. Now that's the update done, let's move on to this week's makeup bag. Right, so the first two products that are primer related are the Makeup Revolution Pro Base Aqua Priming Base, which looks like this. And this is just the water that you're supposed to spray all over your face, and it's supposed to act like a primer. When in the past I've used this, I haven't noticed it priming my face in any way possible, but I thought I'd use it with a combination of the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance, which looks like this. This is like a small sample size type of situation. But I just really want to get through this because it's annoying me in my collection. I don't really like it either. I don't notice neither of these prolonging my makeup, so I just want to use them and see if I can make any difference with them throughout the week. For this week's foundation, I'm going back to using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, which looks like this. I just want to continue using this because I have quite a lot of it. and it does pull a little bit on a darker side, and obviously it's September, we're going into the autumn winter months, and I'm going to become a lot more pale throughout these months, so I just want to get the most out of this foundation until it's too dark for me. For the concealer, this is something new in my collection. I literally got it yesterday. It's the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, which looks like this. Mine is in a shade Fair, and I just want to use it this week as part of like obviously using it and part of like testing it. So far so good. It is very thick concealer, but it doesn't crease, at least not on me just yet. A little goes a long way. It has pretty good coverage, but I hate the smell of it so far. The smell reminds me a little bit of Jack Daniels, and I hate the smell of Jack Daniels. And even my boyfriend, who loves Jack Daniels, has agreed that this smells like it. So anyway, I just want to test this concealer a bit more to decide whether it is actually worth £20. This week I'm going to be setting my face with the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder, which looks like this. I want to see how this powder performs with the concealer, but also how it performs with the foundation, how it makes my makeup last throughout the day, and so on, so on, so on. For the bronzer, this week I pulled out Oldie But a Goodie, and it's the Maybelline Master Sculpt compact thing, which looks like this. You open it up and you've got a bronzer in here and a highlight in here. I'm kind of going to be ignoring the highlight, but the bronzer I want to be using up this week and see if I like it still the same way that I did when I first bought this. For the blush this week, I'm going to be using Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Blush in the shade All I Think About Is You. It looks like this. If you're going to watch this week's makeup collection reviews, I talk about my blushes, and this is not in them because I've just got this yesterday. But I just want to see how this one shows up, and so far so good. For the highlight, I want to use the Model's Own Sculpt and Glow highlighter powder in Peach Pearl, and you open it up and it looks like that. Several YouTubers on the internet have hyped about this highlighter. I've had it in my collection for a bit. It's like a pinky toned shift to the highlighter, and I just want to see if it's actually as good as the YouTubers are describing it, and if I like it, because I don't remember it being anything amazing. To set everything in place this week, I'm going to be using the Freedom Pro Studio Fixing Spray, which looks like this. I just have a bunch of like the Freedom and Makeup Revolution fixing sprays in my drawer, and I've been testing out more expensive setting sprays lately, so I just want to pull up back the drugstore setting sprays and see how it does with prolonging my makeup. For my eyeshadow palette this week, I want to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I still have mine in the box. Because of testing out different eyeshadows and then also paying attention to the Subculture palette and so on and so on, I kind of forgotten about this palette. I also like kind of don't reach for it because it was expensive and it's pretty good, so like I try to avoid using it so I don't like end up hitting a pan on it or something. But I thought it's time to pull it back out. It's getting to the autumn months and these colours are perfect for me in autumn. For mascara this week, I'm going back to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which looks like this. I've just decided to go back to it because I don't have that, well I do have quite a lot of mascaras, but I just want to continue using this mascara and see how it performs in different situations, in different weathers and so on and so on. And the last item this week is going to be the L'Oreal Brow Artist Expert Brow Pencil. It looks like this. Mine is in the shade Ebony. That was a mistake. But I'm wearing them today. I'm wearing the pencil today and it doesn't look like ebony to me. It looks pretty black. So far, I'm not having a good experience with this brow pencil. It is way too pigmented. Like, even just brushing it lightly onto your eyebrows and a lot comes out. So it's really hard to do the gradient effect on, like, the beginning part of your brows. But I just want to test it out and see how I continue working with it. But it might happen that I will be pulling out different eyebrow products throughout the week if I'll have somewhere important to go and I'm on my eyebrows on point. And yeah, guys, that's all for this week's makeup bag. Let me know down in the comments below if you have used any of these products, if you like them, if you don't, if there are any products that you would like to recommend to me to like try out. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a good time and good start to the week. I hope you have an amazing day wherever in the world you are. Remember that you're loved and appreciated, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!